Twitch, you know, what's really good? Today I got a Wi-Fi battle against Bronell. I don't remember his Twitch name. I never remember the Twitch names. But the in-game name is right there, so I might as well use that to introduce my opponent. Anyways, we got an OU battle here. Decided to try out Mega Low Punny. Put my own team together for once. So, yeah. Got the Jirachi. Isn't really seen much in OU nowadays. Quick announcement, I'm going to California for, you know, Christmas and stuff. I'm in Delaware at the moment. So my streams and videos might slow down a little bit. But I am going to have all my stuff with me, you know, to make my Smash Bros videos, to make my Pokemon videos, stuff like that. So it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just going to try to have to work with the internet that I have. I'm not sure where I'm going to have, you know, stable, fast internet. But anyways, we're going to hop into this battle, though. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my shiny new Breloom. And he's going to go ahead and lead off with a Thunderous T. Oh my goodness. I mean, this isn't really a big deal. I do have a focus sash if he did go for the HP, I said the HP flying. But he's actually going to go for the extremely strong and powerful Volt Switch. And that's not really a big deal because I'm just going to be able to put something to sleep. Now, what I did here was I went straight for the Rock Tomb. Not because he might stay in, but because he might switch out. So my goal here was to slow down whatever he brought in. Maybe put it to sleep afterwards or just go for, you know, a Bullet Seed or Mach Punch or whatever. But he brings in his Chansey, so that's not really going to work out. But here he switches out to his... I'm pretty sure he predicted the Spore there, which is why he went straight to Chansey. But now he's going to switch out to his Conch Elder. I'm going to go for the Spore just to put something to sleep. And I do end up putting this thing to sleep. Now, the next turn, I figured that he would not stay in. That was a mistake on my part. He actually does stay in. But because I thought he would switch out, I actually went for the Rock Tomb. Because, like I said, I would slow down whatever he wanted to switch into. And, you know, that'd be good for me because I'd be able to probably kill it the next turn. But he decided to stay in, so I'm just going to go for the Bullet Seed the next turn. Hopefully he doesn't wake up because I would have probably been able to kill this thing had I gone for the Bullet Seed the first turn. But honestly, had I gone for the Bullet Seed the first turn and got the 4 hits like I did here, he probably would have switched out the next turn anyways. So what that would have done for me was it would have given me another turn of sleep probably. But you guys are going to see here, now he decides to switch out. So I was considering going for the Rock Tomb here, but seeing as how it wouldn't have killed the Conch Elder from where it was, I just decided to go for the Mach Punch to finish it off. I probably should have gone for Bullet Seed again, honestly, because Bullet Seed would have... a Bullet Seed and a Mach Punch combination might have been able to take out this Thunderous, potentially. But either way, Breloom put in a ton of work. He put a Pokemon to sleep. He did a ton of damage to that same Pokemon, and then he did a ton of damage to this Pokemon in front of him right here. So he has 2 very, very, very weakened Pokemon. One asleep, one not asleep. So I'm going to take that trade-off every single time. So he's going to go out to a Slowbro as I go out to my Greninja. Fantastic, fantastic situation that I'm in. But, I mean, he makes the obvious play and switches right back to his Chansey. I could have predicted that, but I wanted to see what type of player he was. I didn't expect him to stay in on a Greninja that could, you know, he could easily be Dark Pulse. But I just wanted to see what he would do. I wanted to see what he would switch to. I wanted to see if he was going to switch in the Conch Elder as Death Fodder or the Chansey just to take the special hit. But I am going to go out to my Landorus here. You guys are going to see he does actually go for the Soft Boiled. I thought he would go for the Stealth Rocks or the Toxic, but he actually decides to heal up. He is at about 60%, so can't really fault him for that. It's not really a bad move or anything. I was just thinking that he would go for something else. But he just decides to go for the Soft Boiled. So what I'm going to do now is set up my Rocks. It's always good to have Rocks, especially with a team like his. I don't think he has he does have a Defogger. He has the Latias, but either way, if he's gonna be switching that Chansey in, I gotta be whittling it down a little bit every turn, especially since he has these very bulky Pokemon in Chansey and Slowbro. Fucking disgusting. He's gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve, so my U-turn's probably gonna do nothing to this monster. Mega Slowbro is really good, guys. It's really good. It doesn't take any damage. You can't crit it. It has recovery. It can use rest. Oh my lord. Anyways, I'm going to go out to my Greninja. I probably shouldn't have done this. I really wanted to save my Greninja for his Azumarill. But I just wanted to, you know, scare this thing out of here, honestly. He does a decent chunk to me. I shouldn't have even switched my Greninja in because I don't want to take damage. But he is going to switch back to his Chansey here. I think I stayed in and went for the Dark Pulse again just to see, you know, if I could somehow get a hit off on that Slowbro. But he's just switching back to his Chansey every time. So next time I'm going to be able to capitalize on that. I do end up critting him, but it didn't do anything anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So what I'm going to do now is go out to my Landers. I was expecting a Thunder Wave here, but he actually went straight for the Toxic. And obviously that's bad. It's bad for a ball to be poisoned for any reason. So it's not really that big of a deal. I don't need my Landorus for any of his Pokemon specifically, but obviously it's still not good that my Landorus is poisoned. So what I'm gonna do now is go straight for the U-turn. I wasn't gonna stay in an Earthquake this thing, especially not now that I'm poisoned. So I'm just gonna go straight for the U-turn. Like I said, it's very good that I have my rocks up now, because now his Thundurus is gonna be dead after this turn. And he definitely wasn't gonna switch in his Latias into my Greninja. So that's the reason why my Greninja is, you know, really good on this team right now, because he's not going to be able to bring in his. I haven't given him an opportunity to bring in his Latias one time since I started this battle. But speaking of the Latias, now it comes out. I figured that he would want to go for the Defog now, but we all know how Jirachi performs in these battles, people. Choice Scarf Jirachi with Iron Head. Unfortunately for him, I flinched him. He definitely brought in his Latias just to go for Defog. And like I said earlier, I never gave him the opportunity to be able to bring this thing in. I had my Greninja out. I would go out to my Landorus and U-turn. He's not going to switch into a U-turn. He's not going to switch into my Greninja's Dark Pulse. There's no way. So this is the only chance he actually had during this entire battle, except for maybe the beginning, to bring in his Latias. But in the beginning of the battle, I didn't even have my rocks up. So he had no reason to bring it in. This is his Defogger. But unfortunately for him, I actually end up flinching him 3 times in a row. I didn't want to do it, but honestly, this is the Pokemon I would switch into a Latias. But honestly, I know why he switched it in. He switched in his Latias to Defog, like I said. But I never gave him the opportunity to do so. His Latias didn't even get the chance to attack. Very sorry about that. But that's just Jirachi, people. That's just what Jirachi does. Anyways, he's going to go out to a Slowbro here. I'm going to go out to my Latios. I mean, my goal here is to fuck something up right now, alright? So, because he switched in his Chansey into every single special attack I've gone for this battle, I figured that he'd do it again. And what do you know, he does it again. So what I'm going to do now is trick this thing, take its Eviolite away, give it a Choice Scarf, so now it's crippled and it's not fucking super stupid bulky anymore. So I can actually damage this thing now. So what I'm going to do now is switch out to my Landorus, just to see what move he was going to go for. If he went for Toxic, that's fine, because obviously I'm poisoned. But he actually ends up going for the Soft Boiled. So what I'm going to do now is U-turn out, because I know he's not going to just stay in and use Soft Boiled 800 times in a row, because he is Choice Scarf now. So I know he's going to switch out. So what I'm going to do is go for the U-turn to get that switch advantage, to see what he goes to, make the appropriate switch in myself. Excuse me. I said appropriate. No R's over here, people. Anyways, he actually ends up going out to his Azumarill, and I make a very obvious play here. I go out to my Greninja. Obviously, there's really no reason to switch into a Greninja unless you have a move to hit an Azumarill with. So I either have Gunk Shot, HP Grass, or Grass Knot. It's pretty obvious at this point. I do end up going for the Gunk Shot. I just wanted to see how much damage it would do to his Chansey. Did he decide to switch back into it? Excuse me. I figured it would do a decent chunk because he doesn't have the Eviolite anymore, but I didn't even get to see because I missed. So I didn't get to throw the trash can at this man. Gunk Shot's easily the best move in the entire game. It has the best animation, hands down. He just throws a fucking trash can at you. Anyways, I switch out. I go back to my Jirachi just to see what move he was going to go for. If he wanted to go for Toxic, obviously it wouldn't work. But he actually ends up going for the Seismic Toss. So I see this as my opportunity to set up my Mega Lopunny. Because I'm going to be able to U-turn out. All he's going to be able to hit me with is a Seismic Toss if he decides to stay in. And he did decide to stay in. So I'm going to go out to my Lopunny here. Take this opportunity to Mega Evolve. You know, get some power on my side, some speed, some strength. And he's going to go for the Seismic Toss, like I said. It's not going to do much. It only does 50%. Not 50%. Wow, that would be broken. 50 damage. That's actually a 3-hit KO, though. Holy shit. Anyways, he's going to go out to a Slowbro. Now, obviously, if you have taken a look at Mega Lopunny's move pool, Mega Lopunny can't touch Slowbro for any fucking reason, period. But I do carry the Toxic on this Mega Lopunny. And, obviously, I mean, I predicted his Slowbro to come in, so I poisoned it. Fuck. I carried Toxic on the Mega Lopunny to poison Lopunny's walls because, like I said, Mega Lopunny cannot touch Mega Slowbro in the slot, especially not Mega Slowbro. Maybe normal Slowbro, barely, but definitely not Mega Slowbro. So what we do is we carry Toxic to poison his counters. You feel me? You better feel me. So he's gonna go for the slack off. I'm thanking God right now that he didn't have rest. Otherwise, this battle would have been a clean 30 minutes long. But he doesn't have rest. He has slack off. And what I'm gonna do now is go for the Draco Meteor. Now I messed up on the turn after this. He does bring in his Chansey. The Draco Meteor is actually gonna do a decent chunk after the Stealth Rocks, and I'm pretty sure a Side Shock would have killed his Chansey after he takes this Draco Meteor here. But I made a mistake and I accidentally clicked Draco Meteor again. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a Side Shock would have ended his Chansey right here. But I clicked Draco Meteor again. I'm not choiced anymore. I gave him my choice scarf, remember? So I had no reason to click Draco Meteor again. It was completely accidental. Meant to click Side Shock there. So unfortunately for me, since I did not click Side Shock, he's gonna fucking go for the Heal Bell, wake up his Conch Elder, cure his Slowbro of poisoning. So that play that I just made, that fantastic prediction, it was kind of wasted because I misclicked on the Draco Meteor. It was just really unfortunate, honestly, but not really much I can do about that. Next time I should pay attention and click Side Shock instead of Draco Meteor. Anyways, I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go out to my Landers just to intimidate this Azumarill here. You know, get some, maybe get some damage on him with an Earthquake. He's going to reveal that he has knockoff, so I'm pretty sure that he's not choice banded. It's looking like he's probably going to be assault vested. So that's very good for me. He didn't actually end up going for the Waterfall, which means that I'm probably going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to him with an Earthquake before he kills me with a Waterfall now. But because I'm hard body baiting, knocking any nigga back, I actually live with 31 HP. He could kill me with an Aqua Jet here if he has it. I don't know why he wouldn't have it. But you guys are going to see he actually switches out here, and he switches out to his Slowbro. He probably switched out to his Slowbro instead of going for the Aqua Jet, just so that he'd be in a better position when he when the turn was over, which is actually pretty smart. But I'm not quite sure if his Azumarill is going to die to rocks damage. But like I said, he probably switched to his Slowbro there just so he'd be in a better position, so he could save his Azumarill for later, so he wouldn't have to switch into his Slowbro against the Pokemon that it wouldn't be strong against, like my Greninja here. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, obviously. Dark Pulse is definitely going to kill the Azumarill at what it is, so I don't even have to go for the Gunk Shot. I should have gone for the Gunk Shot, though, just because it has the best move animation in the entire game. Like, there's actually no debating on which move has the best move animation in the entire game. It's without a doubt. Without a doubt. Wait, he actually died to Stealth Rocks. Why'd he switch out? If he was going to die to Stealth Rocks anyways, he should have just stayed in and Aqua Jetted my Landorus, honestly. He didn't have to take that Earthquake with his Slowbro. I'm honestly surprised that he did that. But here he makes some next level plays. He predicts my Jirachi to switch in. What I was going to do, I was going to take the Mach Punch with my Jirachi, go for the Healing Wish, heal my Greninja back up to full, and then go from there. But he predicted that Jirachi switch in very nicely, goes straight for the knockoff, and kills my Jirachi in one hit. So, I'm actually going to go out to my Lopunny here. I'm going to go for the Fake Out, because Fake Out's definitely going to kill the Conch Elder from where it is. But he goes out to his Ingrid as Death Father. Not quite sure why he did that either. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely. I know he wants to save his Conch Elder so that he can Mach Punch my Lopunny later. But honestly, it doesn't matter because I have my Greninja and my Lopunny. So either way, I'm gonna be able to take this battle because all I have to do is let something die, go to my Greninja, Dark Pulse. Either his Conch Elder will die from where it is, or his Slowbro will take a gigantic hit. So what I'm gonna do now is switch and go out to my Greninja. It is at a decent amount of HP. I was hoping the Scald wouldn't burn, but even if it does burn, it doesn't matter. And he actually does get the burn. So, speak it into existence, people. But like I said, it doesn't even matter. I am at 8 HP, but after this Dark Pulse, I'm definitely going to be able to win the battle. Because like I said, these are his last two Pokemon. So if he decided to switch out here, his Conch Elder would have died to the Dark Pulse from where it is. If he decided to stay in here, his Slowbro is going to die. And I have Latios and Lopunny in the back chilling right now. So that's fantastic for me. So like I said, somebody would have cleaned up here. It's going to be Lopunny now, but it would have been Latios had he killed my Greninja there. So it didn't really matter. I switched in Greninja because I figured that, you know, his Conch Elder is at such low HP that it doesn't really matter what I do at this point. I'll be able to kill the rest of his team with either my Latios or my Greninja. either way. So like I said, that was a good play. Oh, that was a good battle, man. I had a lot of fun during that battle. I mean, we both made some plays. You feel me? We both made some plays. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was kind of a long video. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be back soon as I get some internet in California. All right, bye.